Now, actor Tony Shalhoub has played the brilliant Detective Adrian Monk, who suffers from obsessive-compulsive disorder and has a phobia of just about everything else on the planet. The performance has earned Shalhoub 3 Emmy Awards, a Golden Globe for his portrayal of Monk. The 6th season is just wrapped up on the USA Network, and now Monk and his ever-suffering assistant Natalie are making their network premiere this Sunday night, 8 p.m. on NBC. Mr. Shalhoub, thank you for joining us.
Good to talk to you, Chris.
Now, having been on Wings, this is a bit of a homecoming for you, isn't it, getting back on NBC?
Yeah, I feel like I've come full circle, really. Spanning 2 decades.
That's great. Now, I'm a huge fan of the show. I have the TiVo season pass all set up. And I think the great thing about Monk is you've got great actors, great performances, great scripts, and terrific guest stars. And all the episodes are pretty much, they stand alone, not like, say, Lost or Heroes, where you got a continuous storyline. What do you have to say to someone who might be a bit concerned of jumping onto the series they haven't watched before?
Well, as you said, each episode is standalone, so you can really come on board at any time. And of course, a lot of the seasons of Monk are on DVD, so if people do want to get a kind of a feeling for the arc of the whole thing, they can start watching on DVD. But we like it. Each episode is just like this little self-contained little capsule, and we're really proud of the work.
It's a great show, and I do recommend that people go out and watch those DVDs. The final episode of the season answered some questions because there is some of the backstory there, but it also left us with some new ones. Is Dale the Whale going to show up in future episodes to answer any of those questions for us?
Dale, as a kind of the main nemesis of Monk, a guy who's another really a brilliant mind who messes with Monk's head a lot. And may or may not be implicated in the murder of Trudy, Monk's wife. So I would say the odds are pretty good that we'll see him again.
The actor who took over for Tim Curry, his name's Ray Porter, and he's one of my favorites. How is it working with him?
Really good. He just brings a lot to the table, and he did the part with such relish. I'm sure he'll come back.
Okay, and I'll end on one little piece of trivia that has is no importance to anybody but myself. But Ray Porter actually used to be an ordained minister, and my favorite performance is when he wed my wife and I in marital bliss. So.
No kidding. Wow.
No kidding.
Well, I'm glad he wasn't. I'm glad he wasn't in the Dale the Whale get-up.
As am I. That's quite a prosthetic look that he's got going on there. We just want to thank you very much, Tony Shalhoub, for joining us today. And this is KHQ.com.